Greetings and welcome to another episode of Shop Talk down here at Pikeville Game Zone. I'm Nathan Varney.
I'm Cody.
And I'm Aaron Sawyers.
Don't lie to yourself.
Cody McFake last name?
I don't have a last name.
Okay, good. All right, today it's going to be something a little different. We're going to take a look at, talk a little bit about Super Mario World for the Super Nintendo. Not about the game, not about whether or not we like it,
We all
not
know
about
it's
how hard or not hard, medium, whatever that it is.
good. That might come up.
Not about the history of it. What we're going to take a look at, and I'm not even going to waste time in flipping the camera around, because we want to take a look at whether or not how this has happened.
Don't care about the why. Just want to know how.
Yeah.
I don't know, I partially kind of want to know why.
Well, all right. But
That might have just been just because they can.
now we come across a wide array of games in varying conditions all the time. This may be one of the most perplexing things that I have ever encountered in my time dealing with video games and collectibles, and that's been since the late 80s, early 90s. We'll just leave that at that.
And not because it's cracked, but as much as it's broken half and the game is still fine.
It's broken half all the way, almost like I mean, it's not straight, but it's almost like a clean all the way around.
Yeah.
Yes. The entirety of the cartridge has a crack around it.
The front's been glued back together.
The
Pretty neatly, I might add.
Yes, someone has taken a great deal of effort to glue it back together to make it cosmetically appealing once again.
They just forgot the back.
The motherboard, or the chipboard is undamaged. It's not cracked at all. It's just the cartridge somehow. And the crack, if you could not see from what I showed just then, the crack actually
It just
goes around where the chip is.
Yes.
So, I mean, it's not like it was below where the crack's at.
It's not like it missed the tip.
Yeah. I mean, it did, but not because it was too high or up on the cartridge.
Yeah.
So, okay, aside from the possible whys,
Well, let's just go ahead and note. Game still works.
yes.
Yeah.
Now,
The game still works.
for the gentleman that traded this in, if you happen to be watching this, we are not. This is in no way, shape, or form making fun of you for this. This is just.
No.
This has been one of the most perplexing, just because of the physical. How could this possibly have happened? How could this have come into existence? That I wanted to do a video on it, because this is like just so confounding to me that I have thought about it at length for several days now, like how this could have happened. So I tip my hat to you, sir, or madam, if it was a woman that caused it. But I think one of the things that was mentioned, was it to you when it was brought in, was that maybe someone tried to remove the game from the system
And it got stuck.
and it got stuck. I have thought about that as, could this possibly have been? Because, and I think you and I and maybe Davina were discussing,
Yeah.
it would have taken such insane grip strength to be able to pull that off, to actually grab the cartridge by, there's only going to be about yay much sticking up out of the system. To grab that cartridge right in that neighborhood and crush it in such a way with your hand,
and not damage the board.
and not damaging the board.
At both ends would have to have extreme grip.
Yes.
It wouldn't just be one end.
Right, and somehow keeping the Super Nintendo maybe like encased in cement or something to keep it from being, lifting, because you're just going to lift the system up if you pull, if you just try to pull the game. But to keep the system in place.
Maybe it was tried to put into a top loader NES.
Still!
It doesn't fit though.
Like, it just,
That's why it's being crushed. They rammed it in there and then couldn't get it back out.
But
Let me interfere.
Oh,
new
challenger.
lest you be the whole. Okay, we'll scoot over here. We'll let Pat
Scoot over.
slink in here.
As a bearer of 3. Well, I didn't bear them.
Well, we can say.
As a father
I
of.
helped create 3 awesome kids. Over the years, I have destroyed, or they have destroyed, a media things that have been just lying under quilts or sheets or a mound of toys, and you step on it, and the cases have broken. I have broke 2 or 3, not to this perfect little completely around that, but also maybe somebody needed it to prop a door open and it got wedged. So they make good props, right, for a door. Keep it open, let some cool air in.
We're all okay.
Because that's when I want to prop the door open.
Yeah.
As a door stop.
Maybe,
just slam the door a few
maybe
times.
they were just an inch shy of reaching that top thing on the shelf.
Maybe they just threw it at the shelf.
But still, how could you possibly so perfectly cracked just around the circumference, if you will?
Talent?
I mean, I know this is a circle, but still, of the car. Yes, it definitely took some talent. But
Just because golf swing, like cement it in the ground and hit it with a golf club, but I'm still sure you would destroy.
yeah,
the
it probably would
label
have just
and
shattered if
Yeah,
you had tried to
it-
golf
yeah.
ball it.
Also,
And baseball,
maybe
that
they were
would've-
just trying to get into it to see what it's like, and they didn't have the crazy screwdriver to get into it.
Somebody sat there with a chisel and a hammer.
How does this work?
So wait. So they took this game, and they have pried the pieces here off, and then they were like, "I gotta get in here."
Why not?
Broke this, broke that, and they were like, "Oh God, what have I done? I have to glue this back together."
It's okay. It's okay. Let's just go ahead and rip this on off, and we can just play it without the label. We can just plug the board into the system. We
It's
don't need the
cooler
rest of
too,
this.
right?
Yeah.
It keep it from overheating. Must have been the fire levels. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
We're surrounded by lava.
Thank you, Pat. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh goodness. I
Even the door stop, because I think we talked about that the other day. It just when me and you and Davina again.
Just slam it a few times.
How,
got a kick.
just how, that still could have come into play. Here's the resituate, get a center.
Yeah.
All right. So, I'm baffled.
You
And
had to have wanted to do this.
I
don't
think-
think you could do this on accident.
I mean, because we even talked about what if you sat on it, but then that gets into like a surface area. Like, I sit on this all day. I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I sit on my wallet all day, and it does not break. Nor does things inside of it. This cartridge roughly has the same surface area that a standard billfold or wallet does.
That's that's bendable. I mean, take like a phone.
Okay.
People have sat on their phones and done less damage. And the
Yes, and the phone
phone's
has
about the same
again
size.
Yeah.
virtually the same surface area. It's not as it's the same length within like an eighth or a quarter of an inch. It's not the same height, but again, it basically is about the same as a wallet. The wallet is the same height, but not quite the same length. But again, so we're looking at just a matter of to be able to crack this in such a fashion that, like, to be able to sit on it, it would, I think, would physically be impossible to have done the damage that's been done just by sitting on it.
Depending on what you sit on.
If you lay on-
if you sit on a park like a park bench, the way they're
If you
hard
fall on
they're
a park
hard.
bench,
If you fall,
if you put it in your back
I'll-
pocket and
I
put it on the
have-
park bench,
I have had a friend sit on a CD, like a case CD, and crack it in half.
yeah, but I mean, those you could just take it.
Well,
Very
that's
easily.
they're not as durable as this.
Yeah,
plastic.
but I was gonna say this is really, I mean, honestly, this is durable plastic.
But
yes.
even still, to sit on it and crack all the way around and not damage that chip is still impossible.
But I think, like, okay, because for it to crack in this fashion, in
Okay.
this orientation, it's not cracked this way. Because for this to go in your pocket, you're going to have it in your pocket in this fashion.
Yeah.
Now again, maybe if you have extra large pockets, like maybe Buddy Thompson, we'll name drop there. But
Like
a standard pocket you're going to have it in there in this fashion.
Yeah.
To crack it in such a way,
Crack it.
yes.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
But even at that, like if you sat with this in your pocket, it's probably just going to go whoop or whoop. It's probably not just going to break. The forces acting upon it are probably just going to push it
Unless
out
you're-
of the way to displace it.
Unless you're like, like
Just-
flopping down in the bed kind of style, you're just like, oh.
You use it to practice
Full
karate.
body.
You just lay it down like that and just stomp.
Okay,
on
yeah.
it.
So this is another possibility.
It was the month of the chop.
Month of the job.
Yeah.
What if? Yeah, maybe somebody thought,
I'm gonna practice my karate today.
yes, I have nothing else. I'm out of boards. I guess I'm going to start using Super Nintendo games.
And we'll start with Mario World.
Super
Since
Mario.
nobody likes that
And
game
somehow
anyway.
managed to secure it in a position so that when they went to do a chop or a thrust or even a kick, that it was able to sustain the blow and not just get moved out of the way and actually do this damage, but in such a fashion that it cracked it all the way around, missing again missing the chip board, the chip in it.
If
Is
they'd
the
hit
thing
the
that you have to
chip,
keep in mind.
If they'd hit the chip, it would have been it made a lot more sense.
You realize
Yes.
how anime this all sounds? Like
No.
they just go cool. It stays perfectly fine and cracks around. Hello again,
I
Pat.
have an idea.
All right.
I have, and I will gather up every Super Mario World game that we have, and we will try this and see what
Here,
happens.
let me sit on this.
Because if you use any other game, it's not going to be accurate.
let me sit on this one, and we'll just go ahead and sit on this one. Because I don't think.
I mean,
even if we
let's go
tried it-
full Mythbusters. Though.
Go full Mythbusters.
Yeah. Well, I would just like to say, if by some chance ever before they die, the Adam Savage or Jamie Hyneman, or even Granny Mahara or Tori or Carrie, their name. Yes, thank you.
Those other
their
people.
name. Their names were
I can't
eluding me.
remember Terry.
Yeah.
Tori
Tori Belleci. Carrie.
Byron.
Byron. Thank you, voice from beyond. Anyway, if you guys ever watched this video before you die and you haven't tested this myth of how this possibly could have been, please
That would be really
please
nice.
Video it, send it to us.
do. Yeah, you don't have to put it on an actual episode.
Hashtag
So-
Mythbusters.
It would just be grand.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I want to know.
I'm still going for the hammer and chisel.
All right, I have no real thought as to how this occurred.
Oh, no.
Like no legitimate thought as to how this
I'm
happened.
still going with the guy frustrated because no matter what tool he had, he didn't have this.
Yeah.
Lowe's didn't have this. Walmart didn't have this. Home Depot
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
have
Heaven
this. Nobody's
forbid-
got this.
Heaven forbid that the internet been sold out. The internet was sold out of them for $5 or less.
So he went ahead and used his hammer and chisel to get in.
Okay, hammer chisel. His bare hands. Like
Well,
cutting hands off a bear.
he would have had to have had Hulk hands.
Okay.
And I don't even know if Hulk could have pulled this off without, again, completely shattering everything.
Without shattering everything.
Yeah, that's what I'm,
Yeah.
so. Alright.
Now that we've baffled the internet,
Yes. Alright. Guys, watching, please, if you have any insight into, aside from maybe somebody sat on it, because I honestly, without
sat on it.
actually testing it, at length, Mythbusters style, I think that's probably not the case here. Do you guys agree that
yeah, I don't see that.
I don't think sitting on it
Sitting on it.
happened?
No.
Yeah.
No.
And by the way, if you do try to do something with this was probably done by a professional, so
Yeah.
you might want to wear safety gear.
Yeah, don't try this at home.
Don't try this at home.
Also, we do not endorse mutilating video game cartridges,
Especially not Mario.
This was a
especially
closed
not Super
course.
Mario World.
This was a closed course.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Professional.
but let us know what you think in the comments. Like, what your
Theories.
honest, real theories are as to how this occurred. I'd like to be able to go to bed in peace soon, because I'm having trouble right now. It's keeping me up at
I'm
night.
having nightmares.
Yeah. So,
I'll sleep fine.
Yeah.
yeah, you guys.
That's okay, I sleep
You guys are
fine.
done. Well, you all three are done then.
I sleep through nightmares. I just wake up and go.
Waking up in a cold sweat.
Yeah.
All right. But in all seriousness, again, let us know what you think in the comments, your opinions on how this has occurred. And as always, thanks for watching Shop Talk here at Pastries Game Zone, and we'll see you next time.
Shop
See ya.
Talk Plug Play.
Bye-bye.
Hey!